Hey everybody, my name is Christina Butcher. I'm with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, California Properties, and today's video is about seller's advice. In this changing market that we've been noticing for the last half of 2022, 2023, even though we're a few days in, doesn't seem like it's changing course. So I thought I'd make a quick list that lists different items that can be of equal importance and value to selling your home as the list price. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. First one is hiring an experienced realtor. You can hire an inexperienced or a newly licensed realtor. That is completely your choice. Obviously, I think you should know that by now, but I would just ensure that that new licensed realtor has the availability of a mentor or a manager that can go ahead and lead them through the transaction. Be prepared to learn with them versus hiring or working with an experienced realtor. You'll be learning from us. We don't know everything, obviously, and new things pop up here and there to keep us on our toes, but we know enough that we can lead you through that experience with our experience and with our knowledge. I'll leave it there. So the next item on the list is price it like you mean it. And basically what this means is you're the deciding factor of your list price, right? We as realtors can come in and meet with you and tell you this should be your list price. And overall, you're going to go ahead and decide if you agree with that or not, or if you have your own list price in mind. Either way, your list price should really be reflection of I'm ready to sell, but I'm not willing to leave any money on the table. If your list price says that to you, you've got your list price. We'll move on to the next one. Remove big furniture. And these next few kind of bleed into each other, indirectly relate to each other. So removing big furniture pieces can take up a lot of space in any floor plan. So just make sure that before you make your home available to show, that you're actually able to walk around freely and that your home looks as open floor plan, even if it might have a few walls, right? So that would be that point. Consider staging your home is the next point. I love staged homes because if you don't know what big furniture pieces to move or remove from your living room or from the kitchen, from the dining area, the stager will. That is literally what they do. That's what they decide. They'll be able to maximize the space's openness, I should say, by putting furniture maybe in places or removing furniture from your current setup, which is fantastic. Now, the next thing is that, like I said, it all kind of bleeds in together. It relates to each other, is personal touches. I'm one that I'll leave up my personal photos, my family photos, anything, that we've got personal, I'll leave them up on the walls. There are some people that prefer to take them down. Again, it's your choice, whatever you feel comfortable with. What I will say and advise is that if you have anything of, sentimental value, slightly emotional value even, or monetary value, you don't just stuff them in the drawer, in the back of a drawer. You put them somewhere where they're not going to be easily accessed, right? I don't know why I have a problem with that word. So anyway, make sure that nobody can get them is basically where you need to put them. And then we'll move on to the next one. The next point is let the light in. Open up the windows, open up the blinds, open up the shutters, open up the drapes, whatever you need to do in order to let the light in. It might not be direct sunlight, but any amount of light will be a great thing. And I definitely encourage, if you currently do not have blinds or curtains, I would get some, not so much to close up or close off the windows or close the windows, but just to frame the windows, it'll definitely pay off. And don't invest like $1,000. Just kind of go on low scale, nice framing drapes or whatever. So next one is maximize curb appeal. This is probably one of my favorites because it gets me out there in the dirt in the front or the backyard. So flowers or succulents, or you have a touch-up paint job to the exterior, of the trim or what have you. The one that's probably the most labor intensive and can be costly, I guess, would be to pressure wash the exterior of your home. But it looks fantastic after you've just done it. It looks so nice on the outside. So that's something that I would definitely recommend. The next one is basically with the interior of your home, and it's creating a grand entrance, right? When the buyer first comes through the door, it's one thing for them to see the outside, but once they enter the interior of the home, you want them to be drawn in. You want them to finish looking at your home. You don't want them to go ahead and get their agent's attention who's leading them through your home and say, we don't have to go and see the rest of this one. And a lot of times, just the vibe that they get from entering the home can cause that reaction. So I would just go ahead and say, make sure that the entry feels open, feels light. If you don't have windows around the front door, turn on a light and let it go. Let's see if, they can go ahead and find the house appealing and figure out a sale. Totally fucked that up.